describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the New Mexico State Aggies taking on the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped. So the Boise State Broncos offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Willis. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's right on target. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So New Mexico State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They go to the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and made. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Unloads to the wideout. Takes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Scanning the field, it's Willis. Finds his big tight end.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Trying to get to it. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Ball still... 34, it's second and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They keep attacking through the air. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
And we remain scoreless.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Willis. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Willis. Quarterback adapting. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
3, Boise State, 0.
Ready, break. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Suarez. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Gonna run it. It's Suarez. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Broncos look to do some damage in the red zone. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Give to the single back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Willis. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Boise State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Willis. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Now the offense has Caesar deep down the middle. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They get to the line quickly. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Little. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons.
1st and goal, New Mexico State.
Quarterback keeper. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically.
Let's see upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to...
Can anyone catch him? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Willis. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Polly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He just keeps moving. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
To the air, it's Willis. He makes the connection. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The give to the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that.
Mexico State
22.
will take over.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. And the defense. And that ought to do it here in the first half.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're...
Incomplete.
So you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Garner. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Release to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Suarez. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop him.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Quarterback moving. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people. We see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to scramble. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Aggies want to move quickly.
Second down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Back to throw, it's Willis. On the run, still looking. At the 20, he's got space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. How about that play to get a hand in it?
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
8 yards on the play. Number 16 on the field goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Field goal is good.
That is the score. Boise State 21, New Mexico State 13.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flag.
3rd down coming
Down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Coming after it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets... on the ground. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The run from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Little. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Aggies headed quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
The give out of the gun. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of depth.
Right, where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker room,
Waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Second down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Berry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Aggies get it past the sticks.
and I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They'll give it to him again. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Willis. He caught it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
On to attempt the try. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Broncos in the hurry-up. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He's going to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Willis. He's got his man. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Offense lining up quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throwing right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let Get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Willis. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garner. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Running through contact. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I more...